freelance, sometimes the home office is at the desk, sometimes it's the couch, and sometimes the kitchen table if the Wi-Fi reaches. In this episode, we're talking about home office setups, the good, the bad, and the ones that are held together with duct tape and hope. Um, a lot of my business is held together by duct tape and hope. So maybe Shay should go first and tell you her more professional setup, and then I'll jump in with the just stick it together with a bit of spit, um, and hope it sticks.
Says the woman with the custom background. Hashtag just saying. So, just something that popped into my head that I do want to mention before I talk about setup is, remember, from a tax perspective, you can claim your home office expenses, but you have to be working from a dedicated space. So I thought about it when you were saying the counter in your kitchen. If you're working from the counter in your kitchen, you're not allowed to claim that those expenses from your tax, which sucks because that might be the only space you have. So if possible, find yourself a designated area in your house that you can actually map up, take photos, prove to SARS that that's where you work from, just so you can claim all those expenses. So sorry to start the podcast on a boring note, but hey, we gotta get our money where we can.
Speaking about tax,
as you know, yeah, or mainly speaking about how to avoid paying it. So my setup. So I mean, obviously, laptop minimum viable. My tip with a laptop: always go for one with SSD hard drive.
Yes, solid state drive.
Solid state drive. Yeah, thank you. So, as far as I know, I did work for an IT company at one stage. That is sort of, no matter what other specs you look at, make sure you've got an SSD if you want a fast laptop. I don't know if you have any other tech specs to add on top of that.
Your laptop should be reflective of the work that you're doing. So if you're a writer and all you have to access is a Word document, you can have like a relatively small hard drive, like 4 or 8 gigs. But hard drive,
RAM.
SSD.
Yeah.
Yes, RAM. I'm talking cuck now because I haven't slept since April, remember. But if you are doing a lot of graphics or you need a lot of programming and you need a lot of space to run very heavy duty software, you need to get a computer that can accommodate those things. Screen sizes as well. Like if you're a designer, you might want something with a bigger screen. Again, if you're just accessing a Word document because you're a writer, you don't need a laptop that costs 80,000 Rand. You can probably go in for a little bit cheaper than that.
Yeah. And I do insure mine, just so that I know I can replace it immediately if I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's laptop. Then I'll show you. I normally sit at my standing desk here, where I've got a second screen mouse.
Sorry, you sit at your standing desk.
Did I say that? So yeah, hopefully not sitting at the standing desk because that would reduce the whole object of that. I'm not there now because the lighting is better for the podcast where I'm sitting. Lighting wise, I've got a fluorescent light up here, which isn't great. So I did buy one of these, not a fancy one of these ring lighty things. It's okay. I don't know if I'm not using it that well or just not that bothered because it's an extra cable and whatever. So I tend to rather just sit, so my window's there so I can face the light and you can see my face. So I try to do that. I found the standing desk help so much with my neck and shoulder situation. And then what I do as well with my two screens is I make sure I rotate them because I'll start feeling, okay, this side of my neck is sore because I'm keep looking this way. So now I know I need to move my screen that way so that I'm doing that. I do that. Yeah, and that's a comfortable chair, also very important. I do sit. I don't spend all day standing. I do sit sometimes, and I make sure, comfortable chair, ergonomic setup. There's a nice sunny spot outside, so sometimes I do take my laptop and sit on the couch on the patio with my legs up, cushion under the laptop. I think, that's another thing about freelancing. Like, why not change it up if you can? You know. And
Yeah.
what else? I think that's it, really. So, I mean, that's the wonderful thing about many freelancing occupations is you don't actually need a lot of stuff in terms of physical hardware. Oh, these headphones. I know you also have over-ear headphones. I don't know. A lot of people prefer the little bud things, but I don't know. They don't sit in my ears nicely. And I also feel with these, as we spoke
I
about
have weirdly
in a
shaped
previous
ears
episode,
because, yeah, they keep falling out.
they keep falling out. Yeah. they're not very inclusive. And these I also feel more like I'm in the zone when I have them on, because it's like they're around my ears. So yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, and I do have a
yeah.
little this was just from Take A Lot, wasn't expensive, a little laptop stand. Like that. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah. I've also got the laptop stand. I've got a second screen. Um, And yeah, I had my mural. Well, I don't know why I'm calling it a mural because it is actually a mural. But I had it painted a few years ago. It was kind of like a trade exchange for a networking group. I built, well, I didn't build the website, but I wrote this chick's website and she painted the sign for me.
I love it so much.
Usually I'm not. Usually I'm not facing this way because this looks directly out of the window, and my eyeballs are two little delicate petals, and it's a bit bright. So usually, if usually you will see that in the
Inspiring.
background. Um, yes, my cupboards, which the dog has learned to open, so that's always fun in meetings now. And then I've got my whiteboard, my heater that didn't get switched on this year, and uh, just general office slash
I
study,
see you have a printer.
more art.
Talk to me about that.
I do. The printer is officially broken, so it's become
Surprise.
it's become a thing that's there, and I can't use it, and I don't really know. Well, I know where to get rid of it because Macro down the road's got an e-waste center, but I haven't bothered taking it. It's
Okay. And
like,
you've just
oh
summarized every printer around the world.
yeah. Um, on that point, I try and not buy equipment if I need it if I can kind of find a workaround. So, for example, a client of mine wants to look at doing podcasting in real life, face to face, not digitally.
Studio style.
So yes, that's the big words. Um,
Made it up.
so I have actually lent, is it lent or borrowed? I never know which one. But my aunt has an SLR camera,
Okay.
and I'm lending a tripod from somebody else.
Borrowing.
And so, because have you seen the price of these cameras? Holy crap! Um, the one that was recommended by ChatGPT is 44,000 rand, and I'm like, no thanks. I'll just lend this one from my aunt.
Borrow.
So I've had to, I've had to, listen how she talks. Um, so I've had to buy an adapter to plug this into the computer so it actually recognizes it um, as a camera, or as a webcam. But that was like 300 bucks. So I saved myself 44 grand by doing that. And so if I do go down that route and I start recording podcasts in like a proper studio setup, then I will invest. But I try and not invest or over invest right off the bat. Like, let's make a plan and see if we can't make something work um, in a lot more cheap
Mm.
Yeah, I've run out of words, Shay.
No,
So
that's fine.
let's
We
see if we
got you.
can
We
make it
got you.
work more cheaply.
Yes. But also, what I always say to people as well is if you can spend some money and it's going to make your job infinitely easier, more comfortable, more productive, whatever it is, just spend the money also. You'll never regret it.
Yeah, yeah. One thing that I spent a good chunk of money on was an ergonomic chair. I do tend to struggle as well with stress and stuff. All my stress gets stored in my neck and shoulders, and the fact that I do ridiculous exercises with kettlebell probably doesn't help. But everything has got like a cumulative effect over here, and the ergonomic chair has definitely helped with that. So yeah, if you don't have a standing desk, or if you like to sit at your standing desk like Shay, um, invest in an ergonomic chair.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. I mean, super simple. My second bedroom is a dedicated office space now. I don't work from the kitchen counter unless it does get really, really cold in here in winter. So sometimes if I can't take the temperature, I go and sit at the kitchen counter, which is not much warmer, but placebo effect. I cannot work from a sofa. I don't know how people do it. I've got a friend who also freelances. I cannot work from bed. Like, I don't know, this chick can write like a white paper while lying in bed, and I don't know how. I need that separation. Like the
Mm,
presidency should be a separation of state and church. Work should be a separation of professional and leisure. And I can't work in any place where I usually have leisure time. So sofas, bed.
couch is off. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I find it incredibly uncomfortable, and my mind needs to be sitting properly at a desk in order to engage work mode. So if you can do that, good luck to you. But yeah, I find it incredibly difficult.
Yeah. So
And
that's it. Simple.
yeah, and that's it. Yeah, super simple. We want to know what is your homework setup? Do you have a dedicated office? Do you work from bed? Um, if you work from bed, you can't claim it from tax though. So yeah, let us know what your number one work from home office setup tool is. Pop it in the comments, and we will see you in the next episode.